A Utah County mother and her ailing son have become an unlikely face for the debate over medical marijuana and whether it should become legal in Utah. She's pushing for state lawmakers to legalize it.
She's trying to help her son, who suffers from seizures. Fox 13's Ben Winslow is live in studio with her story. Ben.
Yeah, Jennifer May from Pleasant Grove describes herself as a conservative LDS mom, but she is pushing to have medical marijuana to help her 11-year-old son and other children like him.
Take a card. Oh, it's a red. Put it right here.
Jennifer May's son, Stockton, suffers from Dravet syndrome, a form of epilepsy. He can have hundreds of seizures a day. Some are worse than others.
Mix, mix. Oh, that's seizure right there. Eyes flutter. Okay. All right, all done. We've tried over 25 treatments. Some of those are prescription drugs, some are imported legally, and some are diets and alternative treatments.
Now she's hoping to try cannabis for Stockton, a strain of marijuana known as Charlotte's Web, named after a girl in Colorado who also suffers from Dravet syndrome.
The kids that are being treated with this Charlotte's Web, what they're seeing is about an 80% response. Positively, with at least 50% improvement.
But marijuana is illegal in Utah, so she and other mothers like her have formed Cannabis for Epilepsy, seeking to persuade lawmakers to legalize medical marijuana.
If it were just marijuana, I would have issues with that, but it's not. When I learned about it, it's cannabidiol. It's a part of cannabis, and it's made so that that's very high and the THC is very low.
We found that a majority of Utah voters support legalizing medical marijuana.
The libertarian think tank Libertas Institute is backing May and conducted a poll on medical marijuana. It found that 61% of registered Utah voters surveyed support marijuana possession if it were under a doctor's orders. But when asked about recreational use, 57% oppose it.
Clearly the most compelling need right now for the Jennifer Mays, or rather her son and others like them, is that there's an explicit, direct, and immediate medical need that cannabis can provide to these families that's currently being denied them by the law.
Now, we polled some lawmakers about the idea of medical marijuana in Utah. Most were opposed to it, but said they'd at least be willing to listen to arguments for it. Now, one lawmaker, Representative Brian Green, who is in Jennifer May's district, told me he would be willing to at least look into it, saying that there is evidence that medical-grade products derived from marijuana have real benefits. Bob?
Now, Ben, our neighbors to the east, Colorado, it's legal there. Why can't parents like Jennifer May just go there?
You know, I asked her about it. She said that she is considering moving there to establish some kind of residency, but she points out that there is actually some very strict procedures to get a medical marijuana card there. Also, bringing it across state lines here into Utah is still illegal, marijuana card or not. And she says she will not break the law, but she would like to see Utah law changed, at least enough to allow that particular strain that could benefit her son and other children like him.
All right, very well. Thanks so much, Ben.